Gracie, where are you? Gracie!
The daughter of a fallen LAPD officer's widow was abducted off the street in broad daylight. Minutes later, a motel responded to the issued Amber Alert. The SWAT unit moved out immediately and rushed to the scene. Yet after the team went through great trouble apprehending the suspect, they discovered the man was just a desperate guy watching his girlfriend's child.
The black man can't do nothing without somebody thinking he's doing something wrong.
Why'd you run when you saw us?
It's a natural reaction to the cops.
The first 3 hours after a kidnapping are the critical window for rescue. Hoping to find the little girl as soon as possible, police pulled local records of child offenses. They looked up the registry of nearby sex offenders convicted of crimes against minors. They quickly zeroed in on a man living just 3 blocks from the abduction site. When SWAT showed up at his door, the man poured out his frustrations right away. He held an engineering degree and should have had a bright future ahead of him. But because of his criminal record, the only work he could get was cleaning sewers at a shelter. Whenever a child went missing nearby, people would break his windows out of suspicion.
I was 21, she was 17.
Maybe you should have checked her ID.
Her parents reported me. And 8 years I got for statutory rape.
You broke the law.
And I did my time.
To prove his innocence, the man showed them his urine test results from that morning. He also stated his parole officer would vouch for him. Police quickly verified his statement was truthful. Just as Hondo and his team were about to leave, the man called out to stop them.
Hey, can you please just tell my neighbors that I didn't take that kid?
Fine.
Meanwhile, headquarters tracked down information on the getaway vehicle used in the abduction. Though the girl's mother only caught the first 3 digits of the license plate, detectives still managed to narrow it down to 3 matching vehicles. One of the vehicle owners stood out as a person of interest with 2 prior criminal convictions. Deacon and Powell soon arrived at the man's residence, only to find no one home. Neighbors told them the man had gone on vacation for the past few days. When asked when he would return, the neighbor had no idea. But the cautious Powell grew suspicious of the neighbor right away.
Who's watching your neighbor's cat?
Oh, I am. I'm watching it.
So wouldn't you know when he's coming back?
Yeah, it's next week sometime, but I don't know the exact date. I'd have to look it up. So, if you'll excuse me.
Let's go.
It's acting really weird.
We'll run a check on him when we get back to HQ.
If he has a key to the neighbor's house, who's to say he doesn't have a key to the car too?
Powell immediately insisted on searching the man's house. Deacon knew it violated proper protocol. Still, he agreed for the abducted girl's safety. They knocked on the man's front door. After learning the resident lived alone, Powell rushed straight inside without hesitation.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't do that.
Al.
Left with no other choice, foods. It seemed far too strange for a middle-aged man to love strawberry milk and peanut butter banana sandwiches. Powell refused to believe such a coincidence could ever happen by chance. Even so, arresting him based only on those clues would have been far too hasty. Moments later, the man was released due to insufficient evidence. Seeing the arrogant look on his face as he left, Powell grew even more certain that her judgment was correct.
You still doubt your gut?
Not for a second. That bastard took her.
Hoping to find a flaw in the suspect's story, police had to go back and retrace every lead from the start. Powell had noticed the eerie decorations inside the man's house. The walls were covered in black and white landscape photos of farmhouses and barns. Her words immediately grabbed Gamble's attention. While looking through the suspect's social media records, she discovered a photographer named Pryor. His photography style was identical to the photos hanging in the suspect's home. Not long before, Pryor had taken school portraits at the missing girl's elementary school. This led investigators to conclude the 2 were likely accomplices.
Which means they could be accomplices.
Who abducted Gracie together?
Denton Pryor has a previous arrest in Arizona for inappropriate contact with a child, pleaded guilty to a lesser charge, did some community service, then left town.
So Pryor lives in Venice. His studio is a few blocks away, which means Gracie could be at either.
Team D20 swiftly raided Pryor's local studio, but the place had long since been abandoned. Hondo used a cutter to break open the darkroom. The missing little girl was not being held there. Disturbingly, several young girls' photos were posted prominently on the walls, including the missing child, Gracie.
Please don't let this be what I think it is.
Police quickly identified 4 other girls pictured. They were horrified to discover every one of them had also been abducted. The pair had kidnapped one child roughly every 18 months. As they prepared to bring the first suspect back to the station for further questioning, a patrol officer keeping watch reported terrible news. The suspect had slipped away through his backyard only moments earlier. Team D20 quickly locked down his location through cell phone tracking. The man had already hidden inside a crowded train station, waiting for a chance to flee. Then a figure walking a poodle caught the SWAT officer's eye.
Stephen Owens! It's him. LAPD! Move! Out of the way! Move!
Panicked, the man abandoned his dog and rushed into a restroom to hide. After clearing out all civilians, they finally found the terrified suspect hiding inside the last